What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Mr. Albert Lopez channel. My name is Albert Lopez, and you are in the Mr. Albert Lopez channel. I just finished doing a podcast in this very subject that we're going to talk about today. So if you want to listen to the podcast version, you can go over to my Instagram, and then there's also links below to the Spotify site, to Apple Podcast site, and then also if you want to check it out on the video version of the podcast is on my Instagram. That's out of the way. Let's get started with today's topic. The topic I talked about over there was inspired. Most of these videos usually are inspired by something that happens throughout the day. This one, it's a little early. It's as far as the event that happened or that's happening that inspired me to talk about this. But when they pop up, I just run with it, and that's the episode that we do, and that's the episode that we're doing today. So with that being said, it's my daughter's, I have two kids, love them to pieces, as every parent in their right mind probably does. She has a birthday coming up on Monday. Today's Thursday, the 19th of November, 2020. Interesting year so far. And she's going to be celebrating her birthday on Monday. And today we were kind of talking about it, planning things out, what she prefers to do and wants to do and all that good stuff. And it reminds me of a phrase that I tell them every year. I've told them this for years. My son hears it every year. My wife hears it. My daughter hears it. And I remind myself all the time. And it's a phrase that I'm sure you've heard before, but you hear it with a different tone. You hear it with a different vibe or a different message behind it. The phrase that I use with my kids on their birthday, and I'll share it with you guys here today, is the phrase, act your age. We often hear, I can't say we, I heard that phrase growing up when I was acting immature, according to other people's perception. They felt that I was acting immature, that person, that group, whatever, and they would tell me, I remember hearing it, act your age. And it usually came with a bit of a frown, maybe eyes bulging, one particular time. Anyway, we won't get into that, but I remember just big old eyes, made a big old deal about it when it was something so insignificant. And it usually means that you're acting immaturely. The way I say it is literal, meaning act. What's your age? 12? Act 12. Act your age. What's your age? Oh, I'm 24. Okay, act 24. What I mean is, don't act 25 yet. And you're done acting 23 because you're not 23 no more. You should have acted 23 when you were 23, and that would have been way cool. And I hope you did, because you had 365 days to knock 23 out of the park. But now you're 24. So act 24. Kill it in the 24. Do whatever feels right at 24. Or 10. Or 15. When you're 15, act like you're 15. When you're 17, act like you're 17. Do the things that feel right for you at the time. Not when someone tells you, oh, at 17 you got to do this. Oh, by the time you're 25, you should have this. You should be doing this. You should be involved with this, and you should be That's just according to the way we're domesticated. That's society telling you that. Do what you feel that a 24-year-old should be doing. Do what you feel that a 17-year-old should be doing. Why? So when you're 50, you don't feel that you missed out on anything. When you're 50, you don't start acting like you're 20. Then you miss out on being 50. When you're 50, you should act 50. So when you're 70, you don't think, oh, dang, I didn't do that thing when I was 50. So now you're missing on your 70s, or on your 70, whatever, 73, you're missing on your 73-year-old age, doing things that you were 50. See, it just keeps on catching up to you, and then you have an ending with regret. At the end of the line, at the end of the bench, at the end of the ride here that we have on planet Earth, you're going to have a regret because you're spending all this time trying to catch up, trying to do things that you didn't do then because someone told you that you needed to act older. And you bought that bait. Instead of acting the actual age you're at. If you're 20, you're 18, don't act like you're 30 because you feel that you're grown, or society tells you that you're grown, or your peers are acting grown, or wherever you're domesticated says, oh, by that age, I was already, I had this. I was like, dang, okay, I'm 20, I'm 19, I need to be acting this way. Maybe a little bit more square, or a little bit more circle, or whatever, whatever term you want to use, When you're 18 and you see that other people maybe in your dugout, in your crew, your family, whatever, at that age they were so much older, they were acting so much more mature, doing things, or you want to be like them. You're 18, but your circle, you feel that you have to act older. You have to be older. Oh, I gotta, grow a mustache, or I gotta have this kind of a car. I can't have that kind of car no more. I gotta have this kind of car because I feel older. And again, I'm just throwing stuff out there I know I'm being a little silly, but I hope you understand what I'm saying. When you're 19, when you're 18, when you're 22, don't act like you're 35. You're not 35 yet. Don't do things that a 35-year-old do. Don't do things that a 40-year-old do. Don't feel old. Don't feel that it's just an age. Feel your age because that's the age you are. Now, if you were lucky enough to early on take care of yourself, take care of your soul, take care of your being, take care of your body, eat right, exercise, meditate, work on all 4 pillars: health, wealth, love, happiness. You take care of those, and you're going to live a long life. Unless, of course, something crazy happens, but for the most part, you're going to live, and you're going to live to 110, 115, 109, 102. So you got to make sure that when you're going through this process of life, which is a beautiful process, enjoy that process. Don't try to get to the finish line. Don't try to act, the 30 is it, 35 is it. I'm 18 right now, I'm 19, I'm 20. I gotta act that age. I'm 24, I should be acting like I'm 40 already because that's the lifestyle I want. I want the lifestyle of a 40-year-old, so at 22, 23, 21, whatever, 29, I'm going to start acting like I'm going to start believing and acting that I'm 40, and what I perceive that a 40-year-old should act like, or a 50-year-old should act like. And I believe you need to act your age, because that's the age you are. Don't miss out on 15. Don't miss out on 10. Don't miss out on being 9. Do that, whatever feels right. Running in circles, chasing each other might seem immature because someone maybe matured a little bit faster than you. They're not living their age. They're not living their 10-year-old. They're not living being 11 because they want to act like they're 17. Well, they're missing out on 11. And then when they're 16, 17, they're going to feel that they missed out, and maybe they're going to start acting immaturely. Now they're 17, now they're trying to act like they're 14 and trying to bank off, I can still do that. I'm just a kid, I'm 17. No, you were supposed to do that when you were 11. It was okay when you were 11. And when you're 12, do the stuff that a 12-year-old does, because it's going to be okay when you're 12 to do the things that a 12-year-old does. But guess what? Around the corner, 365 days, if today's your birthday, you're going to be 1 year older. Act that age once that time hits. Maximize that year and do all the things that whatever age you are, 17, 18, 19, 20, 34, 49, 58, whatever age you are, act that age. Because in just a few days, a few weeks, a few months, you're going to be 1 year older. And then it's time to act that age. That's what I wanted to come here and talk about today. Act your age, but with a little bit of a different twist that I bring to it, meaning it's a lot more literal. Really, really act the age that you are and enjoy it. I don't really act like it. What I mean, I guess when I say act, I mean enjoy it, maximize it. Enjoy the process of being that age. Because let's say, you're saying, oh, I'm 18. Yeah, enjoy that. Enjoy. That's what I mean by acting your age. Enjoy being 18. And do the things that an 18 you're supposed to do. Don't be doing stuff that a 35, 40-year-old is doing or a 25-year-old. Wait. You do those when you're that age. Don't miss out on this beautiful year that you have, this beautiful age that you have. Don't miss out on it, because then you'll have like I said, a lifelong of catching up, of doing stuff you didn't do, and then you'll have regret at the end. There'll come a day when you're not going to be able to get any older, because that's it, you're done, show's over, game's over, and you're going to have regret. So make sure that you act your age. With that said, I'd like to take this moment right now, and I'll probably say it again if I do a video on Monday, but at this point I'd like to say a big, big happy birthday to my daughter, Lindsay, at Lindsay Starvers, if you want to go check out her channel. Papa loves you, baby. Really, you've been my princess since I met you. I loved you first. And yes, I do get a little choked up and a little bit emotional when I talk about my kids in a warm, fuzzy way, which I'm actually going to do a video in the near future talking about why it's okay to be a softie, which is something that I've been all my life, and we won't even get into that subject. I'm a softie, we'll make a topic about that. We'll make a video about that in the future. But big happy birthday to you, baby. Papa loves you, and enjoy being your new age. Whatever that's going to be. I know what it is, but I ain't going to say it here. Go wish her happy birthday if anybody watches this video. The link to her channel is below. That's going to do it for today's video. Yeah, that's a wrap. That's a wrap. It's pretty cold in here. I know you see me putting my hands in my pockets, so I'm pretty chilly in here. We're moving around, trying to keep warm. I did the podcast sitting down, so now just kind of moving around. So make sure you go check out the podcast. Links also in the description. I appreciate anybody coming in and checking out these videos. I hope they're relatable. I hope you can vibe with them. And if they are, man, cool. That makes me happy, and I appreciate that. That's going to do it for today's show. Links for other stuff, like I said, are in the description. You want to go follow me on the gram. I do the podcast version of these titles over there. It's not just the audio. We don't share the same audio with what I put over there to what I put here. It's completely different video, same title, but just a different take, and I might say things a little bit differently. Or if you're into kind of just watching me kind of direct my attention straight to you, this is the place to check them out. But if you're in a position where you want to re-listen to it and maybe a little bit different light, a little bit different tones or whatever, you can check out the podcast version when you're out for a walk or doing a little exercise or cleaning up around the house. But that's going to do it. Thank you so much for stopping by. My name is Albert Lopez. You've been in the Mr. Albert Lopez channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.